Hey guys, how we doing today? We are here for just some fun, some practice fun. Nothing serious. I decided just to throw in Thor's Hammer 2. Shorter than my Apocalypse, shorter than my Extra Mile. Hey James, that was pretty darn quick, bud. Ready? Welcome. How you guys doing today? This is true, James. But I know sometimes I don't get my notifications like immediately. I'll get it and I'll pop in and it's like 4 minutes into the stream already, so I guess it just depends how much YouTube likes you. James, I gotta say, I never really got a nice, good, clear picture of your logo. Your logo is pretty awesome, man. Did you make that or did someone make it for you? That's terrible. Gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I am trying to come up with logo ideas for myself. It's not easy coming up with the ideas. I can do the artwork once I get there and once I get Photoshop back. I have GIMP, but I just cannot make GIMP work like I can make Photoshop work. Nice shot there. Yeah, everything I come up with either ends up not truly being what I'm looking for. My envisionment doesn't turn out the way it really turns out, and like doesn't feel like a logo, or I feel like it's too common. Like I don't want to do like um, the golf clubs crossed. I've seen that all over the place. Sorry, concentration. Hey, Eric. Yeah, maybe after like 10 minutes or so. Oh man, a lot of things. I think I have a pretty good sense of humor. Um, Honestly, my dogs probably make me laugh more than anything else in my life. Um, hey, RJ, good to see you in here. Glad I got you because I was going to say I didn't get a chance to ask you, but I hope it is cool that I threw your little logo up. Just kind of draw as much attention to all you guys as I can. Spread the word out there that there's some quality stuff out there. Oh, can we get there? Feel like I can. We do some trickery here. Ooh, great's not what we want. Maybe I'll get lucky and just hit the rock or something. Oh, that worked out pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll sprout the question up in 10, 15 minutes or so. Or if any of you guys notice there's like 10 plus viewers in here at once, shout out, and then I'll ask again, get some opinions out there. Who that? The person that just walked behind me would be my girlfriend. We live in a very tiny apartment, so there's not much I can do in the way of that. If I stream, she's likely going to walk by if she's home. Oh, just not enough adjustment. Yeah, I mean, I think she does it for me as much as anything. She puts herself on camera all the time for YouTube and Facebook and stuff. At least Facebook. Hey, Chris. I didn't hear. RJ, are you referring to what I was asking? I'm just looking for ideas for a logo. You know, not like the hardcore fundamental, but just some thoughts of what would be a decent logo for that represents, Golf Clash, Brad's Clash book, I was thinking of like a kind of looked like an app button, like a Facebook app button with a little stick figure golfer. But I felt like putting the words Brad's Clash book on there made it look too cluttered. And if I just put like a BC, I don't think it would register the same way. So I'm not so much liking the final product once I made it. I didn't even save it. That's how much I didn't like it. I can do the artwork, I am certified in Photoshop. I just suck at coming up with ideas for myself. It's a weird thing. Like I could do it for other people. Hey Tim, good to see you in here. As long as you know it, I guess that's all that matters. This is gonna be a tough one with this wind that strong to that side. Especially because my Thors doesn't have the most curl yet. It's only level 2. So it still lacks the curl department. Really need to get my Photoshop back up. I need to make some more of these club cards. Like I'm going to be using the Saturn a good deal in this tournament. I don't have a club card for that. Well, that's no fun. Why do that? Just does not make sense. I instinctively want to keep going to Tour 9. Tour 6 is not a spot I usually stay very long. I found it really easy before, so these holes are a nice addition. Wolfgang, good to see you in here. Welcome. Yeah, James, my two little brackets, it's like my rookie one I don't want to go up because I'm already pro 3. I'm gonna have to actually reread that post in a second, RJ. Gotta take the shot. And it was detailed. Um, see, I feel like this is that one hole in West Coast when I see it. I gotta catch myself and not make a mistake there. I really don't want to go to the left, not with a sniper in at least. See, I was kind of thinking the same. Like, I was also thinking of like the outside of like a leather-bound book. I had some ideas in that same direction, RJ. Logos are hard. You want them to kind of say a lot in one little thing. Hey, Tim. Nice to see you crowd in here. I'm liking it. Square doesn't necessarily bother me as long as it's like, three-dimensional and stuff, which I can do that. That's kind of why I was thinking like an app tile, kind of like Facebook's thing, because, Clashbook, Facebook kind of goes hand in hand. But like I said, I wasn't really liking the overall design. But yeah, definitely want more of a logo, not just like, my Brad's Clashbook name there was like the original, just kind of like a startup logo, just to make sure I had something. Like that's not just type, that's Photoshop, that's been bevel embossed, drop shadowed, all that good stuff. So I want more than just, what that is. I want a higher level logo, but it doesn't need to be crazy at the same time. Just want it to definitely be unique and something that people recognize once they see it. Yeah, I wish we could play towards 6 friendlies as well. A little too much overpower. I'd say a little, RJ, but it's also not terrible. It definitely is, clear and stuff, which is a good thing. I just feel like it um, doesn't really say anything about your channel, is all the only thing I would say. If you look at 19th hole, Fun and James and Helios, you could tell it's golf related, or at least with, well, I mean, James just says Golf Clash, but also has his cat on there, which obviously is a big thing to him. So there's personality there. But that being said, your logo does definitely, it's eye-popping, it grabs your attention, and it's clear to read, which are two really important things in a logo. So it's not a bad one to have. An update wouldn't be bad though. Yeah, anytime. Fun and James, what cat? Is that not a cat of some form on your logo? Hey, Alan. How's it going, man? I am in Central America, Central North America, I should say. Denver, USA. I haven't been playing too much. I've been doing a lot of my Tour 9 play to keep up on my weekly leagues this week. So pretty much the only time I've done Tour 6 is streaming so far, with exception of one other time. So I definitely needed to get some more practice in and figured I'd share it. Just unfortunate I can't practice this in Tour 11. I'm not 100% decided, but I may be doing Pro Expert this time through. Decent play. It's a tough shot. This is going to be a hole we'll probably see a lot of mistakes on in the tournament. Ah, not enough. I have a sneaky suspicion that's going to be roughly about the distance that I'm going to need to make with that shot anyways, so I most likely will not want to bring the sniper here. If I can get further up on that fairway, it'll be fine. We'll just kind of have to see. I wish, like I said, I wish I knew the exact difference in tee length from pro to rookie. Pretty sure it's no less than 20. I don't think it's more than 30. Ooh, way early. What level Cataclysm, Alan? This account doesn't have a Cataclysm, unfortunately. It'll have to be a big dog if I want to go with the yardage. Like, certainly is good for the long ones. I just hate throwing that club in regular tour play. Then I feel like 3 out of 4 holes I won't need it, and it's kind of just hurting my other shots. So I'm not going to throw it in for that sake. My APOC or my Cataclysm's level 3 also in my main account, so that's good to know. Yeah, Tim, I'm really if there's some real significant bad winds, I'll want to know ahead of time. If there's like 3 or 4 holes with just ridiculous headwind. Oh yeah, Thor 5 is absolutely worth playing with. Mine's at a 4 and I love it. On my main account, that is. I would say probably Tor 6. If you go up, you have a chance of having Tor 7 cards in there, so your percentage of drawing that particular card is going to be lower than Tor 6 in actuality. So we could play this. We could play this. I'm not afraid of overpowering the sniper. Sorry guys, I just noticed. It disconnected my screen. I hit perfect. So there's that. Almost took a bad bounce into the rough. You probably won't miss anything serious, James. And if you do, I'll try to let you know. Yeah, Tim, I actually just unlocked Spitfire this morning with my baby account, like 550 games in. James, she's doing things. She's probably doing fish tank things, which is why she would go back and forth to the sink. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Yeah, Spitfire doesn't really get good till about level 3, level 4. But it gets good, let me tell you. Oh, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Not even close. It's gonna probably roll way down the green. All right, I'm cool on the fringe. Yeah, I mean that can be a problem in Tour 9 as well. Not as much as 10, but I occasionally find myself in a situation where I'm really wishing I had it. So I just put it in my main account's lineup. About time. It was a rough start to the day. First couple holes of the day. Not too surprised, but never fun to do that. I don't want to lose my first three in a row. Even when the coins don't matter. So when I have a bunker spot, what I'll try my best to do is keep my eye on where the target is and actually use the 8.6 on the ring to try and get that spot. Yep. Too much backspin for that, for where I lined it up. See which way he takes. One card for level 4 for your Spitfire, James? Oh no, I actually forgot to. Thanks, RJ. That's the name of the gang, Wolf Gang. I have been at level 3 APOC on my main account for I think 6 months now, and I have 6 cards. Like I've been getting like one a month. It's ridiculous. And I've played Tour 9 almost exclusively those whole 6 months. And I even just got a 4th place in an expert tourney. Still didn't get anything for it. Been rough going trying to get that APOC up. Now my Thor's hammer is to the point though where I would rather it just get to a level 5 and call it a day. And then I can use APOC on one of my other accounts. Probably this one, since it's level 2 already at, how far am I here? I think 1,200-ish games. 1,274. So it's on pace to get up there pretty quickly. APOC is, I think, it is the most rare card in the game. Hardest to pull, I think. I don't have numbers to prove that or anything, but based off of user testimony that I've seen so far, and how often I don't pull it, I think everyone in this chat could use 500 more APOCs, James. How do I want to play this one here? My way would rather go right when at all possible, because you're shortening your distance to the green. Get out of there. Aha. That can happen. I don't know who was saying it yesterday or the day before that, you know, you basically can't get stuck in the rough there, but you can. I am a good example of that. I feel like it was you, James. At least in that situation, you still get your distance before you end in the rough. It helps. I should be able to get to, you know, a reasonable attempt at the hole still on my next shot. It won't be pretty. Can I get up there? I'm going to take a crazy chance here. This is the time to do it. Slow that needle down just a touch. Ooh, bad shot. Maybe it'll still be okay, though, just because I lined it up really crazy here. Nope. That's all right. Practice. Practice and experimentation. This is the time to do it. Don't do it in the tournament. I'm doing it with one of my accounts where I can spare the coins if I lose them. Chances are you're gonna have at least one shot somewhere in this tournament where you're in an inopportune situation and you're taking a crazy shot just to try and keep yourself on pace to, have a decent finish. And it's good to take those gambles in practice and see how they work out and know if it's at all worth it. Minus 18. I have a feeling I'm going to shoot a -9 in expert again on my qualifier. It's been my steady Eddie day one qualifier. If I don't qualify with that, I'll do it the next day and suddenly get like -13. But for whatever reason, day one on expert, I've been getting -9 lately. Go where I want you to go. Decent little shot there. That was a weird one. These greens are crazy. They slope back, but it's hard to find the paths that go back to the hole. That would be absolutely epic, RJ. That might be a record. Tim could place with the rocket, though. He's good like that. We have freshwater tanks. I had some pretty cool fish tanks before I moved from my last house. I was renting a pretty good sized house before. RJ. Hey, I'm sure there's plenty of records you could beat. Like most attempts before finally getting the gold. I'm running neck and neck with you on that one, but you could still run for it. I'm pretty sure you haven't won a gold, so you're still in the running. I don't know what that record is. It's probably a crap load. There's some bad players out there. Boomer. Welcome in. Glad you came. I actually like that album. Of all the Christmas albums, I would choose that over a good many of them. I'm gonna try and get this working here. I have been retardedly not using my little thing. That's because I really don't use it that much to play. But it's for you guys. If you notice me not changing it, please say something, and I will try to get back on it. There may be a hole I've broken a record on in here. You know, like most times in the same single sand trap or something. Because I've played Tour 9 a whole bunch, like a good 2,000 of my 4,000 games. And um, there's one particular hole I have to hit a bunker in probably half the times I play it. Doesn't mean I play the hole badly or anything. Sometimes it works out nice, but I have hit bunkers. Many, many, many bunkers. If any of you saw the conversation me and Tim had last night on the 19th hole, I mentioned that hole in there. The new slobs. What do you mean, RJ? No, I'll have to check that out. Um, I don't run YouTube at the same time either, just because of the way I have it set up. However, if it could be less taxing on my computer in general, then I'm sure it would be smoother for all y'all. So I will definitely look into it. Thank you. Slobs. Let me write that down real quick so I do not forget. Should be easy to remember, but I'll probably sit there and be like, snugs, slugs, shrugs? What the hell is that called? Even though it's got OBS right in the abbreviation. Alright. This is one it is good to have the little guide, because the Firefly is pretty finicky. Max, we're about mid. 5 a ring, so about 1 1/3-ish. And then you gotta cross your fingers. Little off. Did you use it in your stream last night, RJ? Yeah, see, I just manually added my chat window into OBS, so I prefer to do that anyways. That way, if people are watching like the rerun and they know they can't chat back, and they're watching on like on their PlayStation or something, they can keep up with the chat. Yeah, I miss my old computer. One of these days, I'm going to build a new desktop. It's the best way to get a good computer for a decent cost. My one 3 years ago that I built would outperform this 1 year old computer by like fivefold. And I built it with like basically year-old technology. That's how you do it cheap. You get like 1 year old stuff. Still way more powerful than you need when you get the top of the line 1 year old stuff, but cheaper. I think it cost me $700 to build my whole PC, and it was a gaming PC for sure. Don't have the money to do that anymore. Hopefully soon. Things look to be turning a better corner financially for me, so I need a desktop. Laptops I can't sit on as long, even if I had it at a desk or something. It just feels wrong to me. I went to video game design school for a little while, so I spent a lot of time working, actual desktop programs, and it just all feels wrong to me on a laptop now. So I like the right as well. I really do, but I've been trying to figure out this exact spot. So I'm going to stick with it until I do. Boomer. You could You do like James does, and that's good to know. It took me a lot of messing with my settings to get it to work smoothly, though. No, I did not design his new layout. I believe that was Brad Racine. I feel like Navigator should be plenty. I like spin for that last shot, but it should be okay, I think. Most of this hole is straight, and I've got curl to compensate with the wood. Freddie's mostly right there. I'd say with exception of a few select people in this world. There are some ugly people, but most people are pretty average looking and nobody really thinks about it. Especially in a group of your peers. You know, this is one of the most open places I've seen where people are pretty much all just friendly and no one really has anything bad to say about anybody. At least from what I've seen so far. Haven't been around the longest, but plan to stick around. Well, there's definitely ugly people on the inside. They exist. And that's going to be a lot of contributing factor to ugly on the outside, I believe, as well. It shines through. Same with good character, it shines through. All right, let's not do this so hot this time. Oh, this is going to be a little tricky. So we have enough backspin with the sniper to stop it. Yeah, we just got to get the line right. Sinking right in there. Just a little right curl to hopefully keep it up that hill. I hate when you're at a weird club distance like that and you don't have many options, but I feel like it should be a pretty safe shot still. Still a little too hot. Anybody else planning to stream today? Which other stuff, James? I don't know if I missed something. No worries, Freddie. See you around. Thanks for coming in. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha, James. Can't wait till Monday. The practice kind of teases me, especially when it's like this and I can't really practice. You know, like a tour 3-8 tournament, I could practice them all in the right level, and that'd be great. Or even 2-7. No, I change them. I just forget because I don't use them. They're for the audience, but I forget because I get distracted in the chat. What is this? Oh, and I unfortunately do not have um, the Saturn card in, and the Saturn is the club I have in. Luckily, I do know it's just about to a ring. So for anybody that needs to know, that's how I'm going to get my measurement. Saturn is just above 50 accuracy, so ballpark to a ring. There we go. That was much better. Um, I just have them, you know, right at the top of my list, and I select whatever club I'm going for. Once I like in tournaments, I tend to do a little better with it. When I'm just practicing like this, not as well. It's still new. This is probably only the like third week I've been doing that. So I'm not 100% in the habit yet. I'll get there. It'll become second nature eventually. I really wish I could just somehow have it programmed in to know what club I'm using and do it automatically. That would be great, but that's beyond me. I'm sure there's a way somehow to do that, but well, I hope for your sake, James, that there's other streamers going, so you got something good to listen to. Making sure I didn't miss any messages up there. All right. Definitely want our at least two side spin here. And I mean, I could actually put them on a rotation, but I have a feeling too much topspin. I have a feeling it would too often not be on the club I actually need. That one's easy. And that too, if you guys just keep on me on it, like when I stop doing it, just say something. It'll just that much quicker get me into the habit. I don't like being yelled at. I don't think anybody does. Um, it would definitely be better than when I don't remember to change it at all. That is 100% true. But I feel like if I just change it when I'm using it and get on that habit, that would be even better than it just randomly scrolling through them. I didn't even notice any. I would have to read fast because I'm in the middle of the game anyway, so I skim. But don't worry about it. I got the gist. Should be. I feel like it's going to be min thorn distance. Yep, there's min. There's slope. That's pretty flat. So 3.6. We got 2.6, so it's about 2/3. Just a hair over. Just too much backspin. Hey, Brendan, if you're in here, thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. Hey, Paul, how you doing? More likely than not, it'll be a Saturn. Going pretty good. Back to work tomorrow, so trying to enjoy today. He's going for the crazy rollback. So many ways to play this hole. There's like 6 viable ways. Depending on your clubs, of course. Not terrible. Terrible guy. Let's try going for that dark square there this time. I backspin 3 right with headwind. Let's see. Hate measuring like that. You're probably going to be more accurate just eyeballing it up when you're going up the hill like that, as opposed to trying to do it from the funky angle in the back. A hair less back and a hair less right. I think I like that spot though, that first dark cube in the bottom left corner. That's how it goes sometimes. Let's see. I'm probably way in the lead. Yeah, and I have mostly been playing Tour 6 on this account. I think I did 2 Tour 10, lost 1, won 1. But that's 6 million on your roll if you win. And then maybe like 10 or 12 Tour 9s. So like 30 million of it has been 14 games. The rest has all been Tour 6. Oh, let me restart so I do not mess up the signal. See, I'm not worried about it up until a certain point. Um, my rookie, I'm at Tour 7. My trophies are up there, but I'm still able to keep in pro. Um, but that was the same division I was in, and I just won golden for my first time in rookie. My pro account has been an expert and still getting first and second banners. So being up the level doesn't seem to be too brutal in rookie and pro. In expert, I feel like it makes a huge difference. Like if you're up in Masters League and you're playing expert tournaments, then you're in trouble. Gotcha. I just want to stack my bankroll basically, and I wanted the chance to get every club. That's pretty much the reason I God damn this plug. I'm sorry guys. That's the big reason that I go to Tour 7. Later, Alan. Pain in the butt. I need to get a new cord bad. Good little shot there. Um, about the same, I would say. My my main account is the only one I really am on a mission to still move up at least at a. I'd like to move up soon because I've been at the expert level for a while. The other two, I actually kind of want to leave around where they are for the most part. I want to get the rookie to play pro, but I want to stay in kind of early level pro for a good while. I watched that, Brendan. It was fun. I don't play much Tour 6 either. Like I said, I went right through it with my most recent account. I went right through it with Bird Masters or Bird Hunter as well. And it's probably been 9 months, 10 months since I played it on my main account. And I'm not at 11 yet, so. I'd say Tour 5 and 6 are the ones I play the least often. 7, I've got a good chunk of experience at. 8, kind of 50-50. And 9, my God, I've played a lot of 9 and 4. Wish I had darn Saturn card. That's part of what's messing with me with this thing is I can't switch to that club, so I kind of ignore it, and then it gets me on a ignore pattern. All right, let's try this again. Let's see what kind of wind. Almost tailwind this time. So we're going to go with the same amount of backspin. One less bar right spin on this one. Nope. Extra bar. Oh, that's funny, Boomer. That would be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? I mean, I can't wait till I'm ready, but at the same time, I know that at the moment that's the last tour. So once you get there and beat that, you have nothing to look forward to. So I'm also not in a rush. I can't wait for 10 just because I've been on 9 for so long. I've dipped my toes in 10. I've been in it a few times. I've had little win streaks, little loss streaks. James. Golf is like, anything can happen on any match. It could be my third hole and I could beat someone with 3,000 games in. Need a little luck on your side probably for that situation, but this game is a fickle mistress. Tour 9's a drag, I agree. I do like some of the holes a lot, but I hate a lot of them. And I'm just so sick of seeing them. Especially because there's a good chunk of Tour 9 holes that are in other tours. So they're like repeats. Almost entirely. That's why I was happy they actually added new holes that were legit new to that tour. Hmm. Aha, not there. Tough shot with the intentional under club and not. I don't want to use katana or higher for this practice because I will be at the disadvantage of the second tee when I play with this account. So I'm trying to give myself some kind of obstacles to make it a little harder, make it more realistic for trying to practice. The wind is pretty good. Look at that, 10-mile-an-hour wind. That's about what we'll see in, I hope not just pro. I hope that's only expert. I feel like they have just upped the winds in general for the tour levels. This is just ugly. It's a rough spot to be. It's hard. Once you get to tour, I mean, tour 9 is about where it starts, but tour 10 and up, you are almost exclusively playing the top 1, 2, 3% of players in the game. It's hard at every given point unless you are one of the best. Like there's people that soar right through 10 and 11. You know, bright and early. It's because they're good. They've probably second account already, third account. They've mastered the game. There are people that have been playing since this game came out, like day one. Yes, I do, Brendan. I stream every round. Um, Qualifier, usually I'll do one or two on Monday, and then either the other one or both the other two on Tuesday to leave myself Wednesday open in case I need to requalify. And then as far as opening round goes, I'll usually do my youngest account, my rookie account, which may be pro this time, but I do that account when I get home from work Thursday night. And then Friday morning, I do opener for my second two accounts. And then Saturday morning is like all three marathon early in the day. So I want to get those done before. I don't want to conflict with the other guys. Most of them are evening streamers, so I try to get in early as much as I can. You know, work cuts in the way of that sometimes, but my current schedule is Friday, Saturdays off, so it works good for the weekend for me. Yeah, Tour 9, it sucks. It does. The holes are not thrilling, you know, there's not a whole lot of opportunities to really have some cool, crazy stuff happen, as much as there is in most the other tours. Like, Tour 510 is probably my favorite. That's why I can't wait to really be playing it. This 10's a lot of fun. I mean, the fact that you just started in December and you're already Tour 10, that's awesome. I started about a year in, just under a year, but I really did not take it seriously for the first 5 or 6 months. I just randomly played, didn't really try to learn any system or anything like that. Was not very good. And then when I decided to learn, I got pretty decent at the game. Took a little bit still. There is some stuff you can't really learn by watching. It's just trial and error. I hope the wind's more like that for the tournament. I have a feeling it will be. Because it's nice wind, but at the same time, with that wind direction, it'll be easy to overdo it into that rough. Yep, I mean, that's pretty much what I did. I went to expert tournaments way too fast. And I mean, in my opinion, the way you can tell that is if you don't have a top 3, at least, you shouldn't have moved up divisions. With exception of, like, maybe you just didn't play tournaments for the first 6 months. Darn it, I hate when they do that. You know, if you didn't play tournaments for the first 6 months, but you're actually pro, then yes, of course, it's okay to just jump into pro. But outside of that, you know, if you're not ready, don't move up. If you haven't won a top 3 or at least a top 10 banner, you're probably not ready for the next tournament level yet. Um, I would say a good chunk of the holes, probably not the par 5s. But do you have any other good win balls like Easter ball or what else had like win 4, power 3 or power 4 win 3? If you have anything in that department, that would do really well. Kingmaker is always going to be good for a par 5 if you're trying to minimize wind as much as possible. Bandera is a great ball, but the level 1 power is going to hurt you on those par 5s for sure. Unless your clubs are way up past where you're playing. Like if you're playing with a level 5 APOC and Pro, Bandera ball will probably be fine. The Royal ball, yeah. Like, let's see what I got on this one. Yeah, I really like the bunny ball. One of my favorites for long holes that you want to really have a shot at the albatross. Tailwind, I actually think the roulette ball is amazing. But yeah, the Royal ball is also going to be great for headwind situations. But par 3 is absolutely the best ball to pick. If the par 4 is short enough, great ball to pick as well. I think 2 of the 3 par 4s, you would be okay with the Bandera ball still. That one really long one with the bunkers along both sides of the fairway, I wouldn't do it there. Yeah, use the Royal balls on the par 5s. if you're looking for like best ball for the whole situation, that's going to be one of them, almost regardless of wind. Tailwind, I would use a roulette or a Titan though. Yeah, absolutely, Brendan, especially pro expert. And especially because they just released the turbo balls. So there's a brand new stockpile of Power 5 Wind Zero balls out there. We're going to go just past 5 rings. It should be just under, but I'm going to curl it a little. This is one, if we get any form of tailwind here, you're going to see some crazy shots also. You will see people land their drive here and bounce up into here. And that could probably be done even with just a Titan ball, if it's like a decent enough tailwind, like 5 mile an hour from the rookie tee. Don't quote me on that with the Titan ball, but definitely can be done with a Power 5 ball. Absolutely. So I know I hit that ball with a Titan, but it was, I think, like 7 mile an hour winds because they've been very varying up here. Like you can see 1.2 right now. We've seen 10. It's been all over the place up here in Tour 6. Yeah, they very well might come in handy here, Boomer. Whew. Gonna hit this shot, I'm telling you. Hopefully in the tournament. Hopefully more than once in the tournament. Weekend round. I tend to do those things in the opening round. Yeah, I only got the tire balls for my main account. And I did do really well on this last golden shot with I took my baby account in with $5. Bought the 6 shots. And I got the hole in one, and then every other ring but the yellow and scarlet. So I did okay. I've got a decent little stockpile of berserkers for such a young account now. So the only one lacking Power 5 is this account that I'm using here, which I'm hoping, being pro, I won't suffer from it. It might cost me a first place, but I should still have a couple, I believe. I think I have a couple berserkers. So if it's absolutely needed, I do have a couple for a weekend round. Definitely at least have Power 4, so that's a plus. It's better than not having a Power 4. Why are people forfeiting so much? Practice the shots. We need at least 50. I got 7 berserkers here, so theoretically, if 3 holes needed it, I could use them all on the weekend round. If 1 hole needs it, I could use both on the weekend round and still save some. I don't think so either, Brendan. I just can't say anything from experience, so I'm speculating, you know. Doesn't mean there's not some good holes that it would still be beneficial to just whip out the Berserker and be a short iron instead of a long iron. One 100% agree, James. Probably pro too. Although I imagine mostly in pro they'll be favorable. If not straight tailwind, it'll be, angled tailwind. What level, Chris? Birthday balls are great. I wish I could have bought more when they were out. They were a solid ball introduction. Could have looked cooler. It was a little under impressive for what it was. But that being said, the ball has some good stats. Mini Berserker. Um, Kingmaker balls should be plenty in pro. Yeah, got out of there that time. Yeah, it drives me crazy. Like, there's no point. When you forfeit, you lose the money for sure. How do you know I'm not going to mess up? Or, like, just purposely draw you so we can go to a shootout. It happens. I do that. People are just so hasty to get upset and look quit. Yeah, this distance just is not what you want with a sniper. If that's the distance I'm going to be on the drive, I absolutely don't want the sniper on this hole. It's roughly the same, but what you can do is you can go and take a common club that you use, like that you're worried about it with, like your driver. You go to the Golf Flash notebook to the wind chart creator, and then I can't remember what it says, but it's something like type of chart or whatever. That's actually the ball power. So you can pick a ball power 5 and put it in and then see what it changes your numbers to. And I mean, for the most part, if you're not doing anything crazy with them, it works the same way as your Power 3. You're not going to be feeling much different than using a Titan ball. If you're doing a major slice shot or something, then it will have a bigger effect. And that is going to take a little getting used to. But if you need the ball, if the hole calls for it, don't be afraid. Give it a shot. Ah, can't hit great with a wedge. At least not the Firefly. You can hit great with a rapier on it that close. It'll probably still drop if you lined it up right. Yay, shootout. I bet we get the bottleneck uphill green. Oh, this one again. The number goes down because the ball is in the air longer. So you need to move it more rings for the same win. So the number is less, if that makes sense. I think for pro, we're gonna see like basic ball 10, right in that ballpark. Like most people will be seeing 7.5 to 8.5 with whatever ball they're using. Which is still pretty high. And wind certainly makes things a lot harder, at least sometimes. Makes some shots way easier, but I'd say 80% of the time is making the shot at the pin more difficult, at least. There's a lot of physics that go into it. It's hard to predict every little bounce and tweak that every little thing's going to do. I think that's really what separates the great, great, great players from the really good, is knowing all those little tiny details. And of course, people that can hit perfect on a regular basis, that helps a lot. Yeah, that last tournament had some high wins. I have a feeling, hey PJ, missed your message there. I have a feeling they're going to jack it back down just a touch. And I think the course has a lot to do with it as well. And we've been seeing some pretty crazy wins here, so it's a very big possibility that we see those 11 to 12s again. All right, let's see what kind of distance we got from this spot. We hit it just about as far up as we can without risking it. It's not a bad little spot to be. Try this. Good shot. Um, what with, I'm assuming you need at least like 5 topspin though to come out of that rough. Or are you talking it doesn't even matter, even if you stay in the rough, it's still better? It certainly is a doozy of a hole, but much better situation this time. Hey, Troy. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a stab at it with I'm not going to do it with my measly level 2 Thor's hammer, but maybe with my APOC 2, just kind of see how far it puts me out there. And yeah, I mean, something would be nice, Boomer. They've given it to us for kind of nothing before, so now that something's actually happened, it would be nice. Well, balls don't actually cost them any money. That is free currency for them. Hey, Steve. Good to see you in here. Tim, that has been my preach since day one, man. I 180% agree. Like, at least if you could even buy the $5 package multiple times, like up to 4. Oh, it's trying to curl it. When you have that left, when the wind's blowing right to left, you have to curl it back over to try and avoid that left side. That would be decent. Or, like I said, just a ball pack. no chests, no gems, just a ball pack for a better value of balls. So like a 40 pack of balls for $10. No gems, no chests, just give me the balls. I'm happy. And they'd still make a buttload off of that. They might make more off that deal than they do off the regular deals, just because of the value that people are really looking for is the ball. I need to be on the think tank for Playdemic. They would hate me, but players would love me. This one, twice in a row, really? Really not set up for this hole. Thorhammer 2 and a Sniper 8. Or Sniper 7? I forget. Too many snipers I have. These. No, Bird Hunter should be Sniper 8. I will very likely actually pull out the big dog here, as much as I hate that stupid club. Unless I can get across somehow. You know, it's a viable possibility with an APOC 2. With enough tailwind and the right ball. It is definitely in the realm of possible. Or at least close enough that a rough shot can put me very close up to the front of that last fairway. We only want to go half a bar, I think. That's a pretty decent way to do it. The 45 Katana Qualify package is one of the best hidden gems in the game. You know, you do that 3 or 4 times without spending any of those katanas, save 1 or 2 for, you know, tournament holes if they needed. But then all of a sudden you have 200 katanas. That's awesome, because then you could start tapping into them and not think about it. Because it's probably, I would say, the best overall ball in the game. At least for value. The Kingmaker obviously is awesome, but it's so expensive. Hey, no problem. This is actually one of my more common stream times. Friday and Saturday, I do early streams. It's my days off. So, you know where to go find one now. I'm not sure, Boomer. What's your name? Is it the same as here? Yeah, I'll have to take a look after this. I try to add everybody I recognize from in any of the chats, but I also am getting buttloads of notifications for friends now because of how many I've already accepted, you know, with all the A, the bots and stuff, and then B, just real people. Oh, that was the spot. Don't think I adjusted for the wind enough on that one. Yeah, Steve, awesome job on James's logo. I just saw it today, first time, nice and big, since I was putting it on my page. Very well done. All right, Boomer. Yeah, but I mean, same picture too. I would take it. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, little different wind here. So let's see how we want to. Normally, I'm going to want to be right here. So we're going to pull the spin over just a little more to the right. That same spot all the time. Not a bad spot to be. I'll take it, but want to get them to drop. Yeah, this account for me is my baller count. I've got over 40 packs of Kingmakers. I wish my main account was like that. I wasted good balls before I knew better. I could have had a better stockpile at least. You could easily make one, Boomer. Or James. Hint, hint. See if you got some takers. You could get a small bulk buy done. You know, like 100 hats or something. Because it is definitely a sweet logo. Yeah, so we're at 10 pack of Titans and 39, 42 packs of Kingmakers here. And a few other balls to spare as well. It's definitely not in bad shape with this one. You might, Boomer. Coming up on 2 hours here. Going to cut it off in about 2 hours. So probably two more holes, depending how fast this goes here. I do want to thank everyone for stopping in. A lot of first timers today. Appreciate you. If you haven't yet, please sub to the channel. I do all my tournament content, so definitely keep in tune tournament weeks. And likewise, any of those logos you see down at the bottom, also quality streamers if you don't know about them. I have a feeling too much topspin with the angle I chose here. Stop. All right. Hey, Ray. Good to see you. It is the end of the stream. Got about another 10 minutes or so left. But I'm glad you made it. So it goes out to anyone, current or future. If you have any ideas for a logo or anything, feel free to drop me a line. If I end up using said design or anything, I will definitely give you credit for it. All right, we're just going to play this one safe. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. Definitely plenty to come in the next week. I'll try to give everybody heads up over in the 19th hole of when I will be doing any tournament streaming. Give you guys at least a few hours notice. If you're not a member there, go look it up on Facebook. Awesome place. All right, I will think it's still going to be a thorn. Fiberglass Max. So we're looking at just under 4 rings here. Around there. Gotta give it a little overpower in addition to the regular amount because we're shooting uphill. Too much overpower. Hard to judge that, but if you don't overpower it, you have a chance of going short, depending how you lined up. If you go short there, you're going to be in big trouble. So keep in mind, overpower there or move your target further if you're not at max distance already. I do play an expert. I currently have, it'll probably be 2 pro, 1 expert, but it will soon be 1 pro, 2 expert. Not sure when exactly, but it's around the corner. Third account will definitely be, it'll be a test to see if I can handle pro on this tournament. Oh, that was hideous. That was a little bit of a sweaty thumb glitch. Gotta refrain from those in a tournament. Yeah, I did a little bit of the honeydews this morning. Didn't have too much to do today, luckily. Living in a dinky little apartment helps with that, though. All right, for fun, last hole, I'm going to go in and switch up the clubs. Still think I want to go APOC. It's a little less on the distance, but not significant. And we'll bring out the big dog. Let's have some fun, shall we? Give me a hole where it's worth these clubs. Yep, that's how it goes. One mistake, you got to have two good ones, technically, to fix your mistake. And I think let's go Katana. I have no idea offhand what my big dog's rings are. I think it's about a 30 accuracy. So it would be just under 2.5 a ring. I hope that's right. I do not use this club very much. Tournaments is about it. And even then, very sparsely. Definitely got us where we want in terms of distance, though, that's for sure. I feel like 3 should be good. With the headwind, I feel like that should be good. Go just over 2. Just want it to be safe. It was a good shot. For never using that club, that was a pretty good shot. Sure hope there's someone streaming after me, at least soon. I like watching just as much as I like playing. All right, can we get the one with the bottleneck? Thank God none of these par threes need a wood from the first tee. I am a Thorn fan. Definitely a Thorn fan. I have a feeling um, even the Max Falcon, I won't change my mind. It'll probably still be Hornet. Or I'm sorry, Thorn. I just really like that club. And I agree 100%, Ray. Quite happy I found this little community here because it's a good one. Can't thank you guys enough for showing up. Good shot. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this stream. Definitely hope I see all you guys in the future. Better late than never, Steve. I appreciate you coming. Aha, see, James? Yeah, awesome. That would definitely be a cool one. Yeah, guys, we will definitely see you around. I will see you in other people's streams. Hopefully someone else is on soon here. I imagine they will be. It is the weekend, and it is tournament time. See you all guys later. If you haven't already done so, hit the thumbs up, sub to the channel. See you next